Hi there, my name is Samantha Harrison. I'm a thespian, I'm a lesbian, and I'm an ex-Mormon. And these are my stories. Growing up, I was raised Mormon, and I was taught that it was the thing to do. It was the right way. Everything about it was perfect. And then when I turned 12, I started going to young women's, which you start off like nursery when you're really, really little, and then you have primary when you're like 4 to 12, and then when you turn 12, you go to either young men or young women's, and then from there you go to the adult stuff once you turn 18. So when I turned 12, I started going to young women's, and that's, I think, where it all started. It was just kind of weird to me, something didn't seem right, and of course, I was just oh, whatever, it's just because it's not primary anymore, it's different, it's new, and people don't like change. So, things were fine, and everything. I was kind of questioning, but overall, things were okay. But then my questions started to just keep happening. And I kept questioning, and I kept wondering, and it kept growing years and years and years. And I never told anyone. No one knew. I tried to convince myself that it wasn't, but I was lying to myself so bad that I believed it for a while. I would defend all of the teachings, even if I didn't believe in them, till my death. Until my senior year came around. And then I decided I didn't want to live that way anymore. I was tired of living a lie, and I was tired of pretending that I was someone that I wasn't. I was going to wait until I was 18 to tell my parents. And, well, thanks to one of my friends, I kind of had to tell them one night at 11:30. Because my friend found out that I was doing something that I shouldn't do, and she texted my mom and said that she needed to talk to me, and so I'm like, well, I would rather tell them that I don't want to go to church than I'm cutting myself. So I told them, and they were very disappointed, which I hate that word, disappointed. I hate disappointing people. I've lived my entire life to please people, and then when I disappointed my parents, it tore me apart. And I knew that the moment I told them, it was going to be terrible. And so, the first thing that I was asked was if I was drinking, if I was having sex, if I was doing drugs, which I wasn't. I just, since then, my relationship with my parents have not been the same. Anyone could tell you that. That just... it was when I was little, it was up here, then it kind of went down when I started questioning, then it was steady, and it kind of went up, and then back down, and then it was steady, and then, yes, it was steady, and then that night happened, and it's been there pretty much ever since. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to get it back, but I hope that one day I will. My parents are a die-hard Mormon, which is fine, I respect their beliefs. I think that they should respect mine the same way. Maybe one day things will turn around and they'll believe that it's okay for me to not be Mormon, that I'm not gonna burn in hell. But I might, according to them, even though I don't even know whether hell exists. I had a conversation with my dad last night, actually, and it was interesting. We were having a conversation about me moving out because I still live in their house. And, I want to move out. I'm 19 now. I'm going to college. I need to get out of this house. I need to get away from the Mormonism. And And so I was having a conversation with my dad about moving out, and he doesn't think I should move out until my senior year of college, which is crazy. I'm moving out before then. I don't care what they say. And so part of the conversation last night was about me leaving the Mormon church and why, like what my problems were. And so I started obviously talking about the Mormon church's stance on gay marriage and that they do not think it's right, they think it's a sin, and blah, blah, blah. And so, of course, my dad was very defensive about it. And I was just standing my ground, and then I decided, okay, well, I'm going to do a little example here. And so I asked him, so, if I was a lesbian, what would happen? And he said that he would be very upset, and he said that he would be disappointed, and that he would be mad at himself and at the situation. He would think that he would fail as a parent, and I'm just sitting there in my head, I'm like, this is crazy. How is that even, like, it was so hard for me to process that. And then I asked him, okay, so let's say I already told you, and then a few years down the line, I get married to a girl. Would you walk me down the aisle? And he looked me in the eye and said, I don't know. And then I asked him if he would even go to my wedding. He said, I don't know. So that's where I am right now. He doesn't know for a fact. And I don't really know how to tell them. I don't know if I should. I've never been in a relationship with a girl. And it's not, well, I didn't realize that I was a lesbian. I guess I didn't make the realization because I was so diehard Mormon for so long that thought was just like, no. Like, it was always there, but it was like, no. But I didn't really make the full realization and accept it until 6 months ago. And so I'm still trying to figure all of that out. And I know, and I'm sure that one day I will, obviously, or I'll die. I'm proud of who I am. I feel like I've made a lot of accomplishments in my life. I feel like I've made a lot of strides. And I think that my parents can suck it. If they don't like who I am, I don't care. I don't need their approval to live my life. I can be one of those artists that never got their parents' approval. Ugh. I never wanted to be one of those people. One of those stereotypical, my father doesn't approve of my lifestyle. But it's true. It's sad. It really is. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments. I'll answer them in the next video. I'm sorry it's a crappy webcam, but it's all I have right now. And I'm Samantha Harrison. You can call me Sam. And I'm signing off.